Today it's Saturday and I thought I'd do something a little different. I'm actually going to make the Play-Doh and it's actually the Play-Doh that we use in school. It's got lots of salt in it, which helps to kind of keep all the icky things out. And to make it, I did send a recipe home for your parents, but if in case they've lost it or forgotten, it's 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of warm water, 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 2 teaspoons of oil, like a vegetable oil or a canola oil, half a cup of salt, some food coloring, and some peppermint extract. That's it. I am going to do the recipe right now so you can see it, but a couple of things. So cream of tartar, you can buy it, and it's usually in the baking supplies section. Comes in baggies if you buy it at Walmart. It's probably the cheapest place to buy it. Sometimes you see them in little paper boxes. It is expensive if you buy it that way. Like I said, Walmart is the cheapest for it, and baggies are a couple of bucks. I usually buy a few bags and then just put them into a jar like this. But it's cream of tartar in the baking section. Salt, just use regular table salt. Again, the oil is just canola oil I'm going to use today, or you can use vegetable oil. I probably wouldn't use olive oil, just so you know. Regular flour, and the water, again, it's just warm water, not boiling water or hot water. Food coloring, I do use the liquid food coloring, but you can also use the one that's like a paste. If you have that, you can use it as well. I'm warning you that your hands will take on the color, so good thing we're in self-isolation. Nobody has to see that we're going to have blue hands or purple hands or whatever for a while. Peppermint extract or mint extract, these are the little containers. Again, you can find them in the baking section. It just adds a nice little smell to the Play-Doh. Okay, so we're going to get started. I've already put in 2 cups of flour into our pot. It's good to have a pot that is kind of a heavier base because we are going to be cooking it in here. To the flour, we're going to be adding our cream of tartar. So here we have 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar. We just add it in there. And then we're going to add in our salt. This is half a cup of table salt that we're going to put in there. I like to give it a stir just to kind of make sure that we're mixing it all together here. So it looks kind of good. And just do that. To that, I'm now going to add in our warm 2 cups of warm water. And so it does make kind of a sludgy kind of mess. That's okay. Just kind of stir it all together. I'm going to turn on the heat. I do like it so it's not too hot, like about medium for heat, just in case, I don't know, whatever number you have on your stove, but not too hot. You don't want it to come to too much of a boil or anything like that. Give it a good stir. This is kind of the tricky part right now. You want to give it a good stir, kind of incorporate all the ingredients in here first. Again, it smells kind of gross because it's just flour and salt, and that's okay. But give it a good stir with a wooden spoon. Get into all of the, like, right down to the bottom there, and just kind of do that stir. Afterwards, I'm going to add in my oil. So this is the vegetable oil that I'm using. Again, 2 teaspoons. And so you're just going to pour that in there. 1, and then 2 teaspoons of oil. That's good enough. And again, so you're stirring it together. Now is the part that's kind of the tricky part. You kind of have to just play it by ear. As it's heating up, again, you're just going to kind of keep stirring it. This is not the time to walk away from it or anything like that. You keep stirring, and it's going to start to come together into kind of like a ball. It's going to cook, and you're going to see that it's going to be the right consistency in a little bit. You basically don't want it too wet, and you definitely don't want it too dry either. It's got to be just right, like Goldilocks, right? So I'm just going to put it a little bit higher here so that it can cook. And you can already start to see it's kind of cooking on the bottom. Keep scraping the bottom as you're doing this, and you're going to see it will start to form a ball, I promise you. I know I saw Mitch posted some pictures that he did Play-Doh yesterday. Good for you, Mitch. Hope you're enjoying your Play-Doh. You did a great job. A tip that I like to use is I do like to use another spoon, and I like to kind of peel it away because it does kind of start to clump up, and then that way you can get more of it. And then just, again, keep scraping the pot as you're cooking it. Again, thank you to Frankie. She's she's filming it today for me. I only have the 2 hands, so I couldn't do this myself. And so again, you're seeing that it's gonna make like a ball here. Again, take your spoon, take it off of it, just kind of let it fall down. Keep scraping it as you do this. This is definitely for parents to do. I wouldn't necessarily have the kids doing the cooking part, although the kids can measure the stuff. That would be great, and they can help you add it to the pot. But this part here does take a little bit of patience, and also it is hot, so you got to be careful. So just let your parents or grandparents do this. Don't let the kids do this part, okay? Again, we're going to scrape it, and there we go. Keep going. So you can see it's kind of starting to form. You want to make sure that all the parts that are wet are kind of getting heated up, and just keep going. And I'll show you what the end result will look like shortly. This Play-Doh does keep for quite a while, especially if it's just the Play-Doh that you're using at home. I usually make this for my kids, and it can last like 3 to 6 months, depending on what they've added to it. Sometimes they'll add glitter and things like that. Well, I usually don't let it last too long then. I'll throw it out after about 3 months. The ones at school, generally it's for about a month to a month and a half, and then we switch it out. But it does last quite a while. And you just have to keep it into some sort of container that's airtight, whether it's like a Tupperware or container, Rubbermaid container, or even a Ziploc bag. For school, we just use a Ziploc bag. Okay, so we're kind of getting done, and you can see that it has kind of formed a ball here. I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm just going to put it here for right now. You can see it's kind of smoking. I'm going to now take it out of the container, the pot I should say, and to do this, again, you've got to be really careful because it is hot, and I usually put it on like a clean surface that I'll take the heat because this is hot, and I'll put it down here. Now, again, it is hot, so what I like to do is carefully, you're going to kind of make a hole like that, and then I like to add my peppermint extract, and just kind of add just a little bit, like, I don't even know, quarter of a teaspoon maybe, not too much. You don't want it to be overpowerful, the smell and things like that. Now for the colors, there's different colors that you can use. Frankie, what color do we want to use?
Purple.
How about like that?
Oh yeah, pink.
Is that a good one?
Yeah,
like
that one.
Fuchsia maybe or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you just kind of add a few drops to start. Okay, and then you're gonna see, maybe you're gonna add more. You know, you can't take away food coloring, but you can add more. So start with just a little bit first. Now here's the part where your hands are going to turn colors. So I like to try and push it into the middle and try not to touch the food coloring as much as I can.
Yeah.
It is hot, okay, so just be careful. Again, don't let the kids do this part, okay? Now I'm gonna start to roll it so you can see the purple
Yeah.
coming through. My hands will start to turn purple, and that's okay. And you just kind of work that color through. And again, it's hot, so just be careful, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit more food coloring in there. A couple of drops. Fold it in. Keep going. And I find that, I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but you just get used to the heat, and it's okay. It's kind of like making bread or like a pizza crust kind of thing.
It looks like you added blueberries.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of like Willy Wonka's, right? Violet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So you can see it's kind of it's kind of getting the color on there. Again, I'm going to add a little bit more to kind of brighten it up. I don't know
That's a lot
I don't know
more.
how many drops, but I do a lot because I do like it a little bit stronger, the color. If you use the paste, it is actually a lot it takes the color a lot more. The liquid one kind of makes it just kind of more of a pastel. So just kind of FYI in case you care. But kids will love playing with this regardless because it'll smell nice. It smells like candy canes, peppermint. Oh, it farted. It was sorry. Or maybe it was Frankie.
No. No.
No, it was the Play-Doh. So there we have it. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. What do you think, Frankie? Just a little bit more?
Yeah, that looks like a nice
Nice
purplish.
purple. It'll be good for you guys to play with later on.
Yeah, it looks like a pastel-y one. I like
Yeah.
it.
And so there we go. Kind of nice for Easter time, right? For this time of year.
Yeah.
Just keep working it. Again, that's all you're doing. It's kind of nice to take your frustrations out on it.
Yeah.
Now, I know Mitch's, he divided his up into different balls and different colors, so you can do that too. I find my kids like just having one color, and then you have a big piece to work with. This, again, will last you a long time, and your kids will enjoy playing with it. It smells good. Technically, it's edible. You don't want to eat it, but it's all,
Yummy.
food.
Yum.
So you could, if you have little ones and they accidentally eat it, it's okay. It's not non-toxic.
Yeah,
They won't like it because it is very salty.
Yeah, you can't die if you eat
You're
it.
not going to die, right?
Yeah.
It's not toxic. So there is my Play-Doh. I do put it into a Ziploc bag, but because it's hot, generally what I do is I put it in a Ziploc bag and I keep the bag open for
The air to get it and
yeah,
stuff.
or else it starts to get condensation in there.
Yeah.
So I usually just kind of go like this and just leave the bag open for maybe half an hour to an hour. After that, you just close it up and it's good to go and it'll last you for a long time. Okay, so again, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of warm water, 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar, 2 teaspoons of oil, half a cup of salt, some food coloring and peppermint extract, or whatever kind of extract that you might have. Again, you find it in the baking section. Cream of tartar you find in the baking section too. Walmart's the cheapest I find for that. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. My kids are going to be using this probably later today. You can use it right away. You don't have to wait or anything like that. But again, right now it is warm. It's a little bit too warm for them to use. Give it about an hour or so and then they can use it. Mitch, I loved seeing your Play-Doh. Great job. If you do make Play-Doh or if you have Play-Doh already made at home, I'd love to see your creations. So send me some pictures. That would be great. Love you all and have a good Saturday. Bye-bye.